Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you're all good. God, 64 of you on here already with already got one like. That's nice. Hi, everyone. I hope you're all well. Let me just move out the way of this beam of light that's coming down on me again, as always. Okay, so evening, Mr. Gill. Evening, Dave in the tubes. Hello, everybody who's on here. Thank you very much for tagging on and coming along this Thursday night. Haven't the last week gone quick? Brilliant. So. We're back again. We've got some shout outs already. A massive shout out to my buddies David and Richard on their engagement today. All the best, guys. Well done, you guys. Congratulations. I also want to do a very quick shout out as well to a beautiful young lady, Alexia. She's 13 today. Happy birthday, Lex. Right, so loads of highs coming in. Lots of regulars on board. Thank you. Hi, Tammy, Shiraz, Gilly, Judy, Charlotte again. Johnny, Bernie and Cliff. Maria, everyone, thanks so much, Mr. Norburn. How you doing? All right, so let's tell you what rounds we've got then, boys and girls. Here we go, 6 rounds as per. General trivia, science and nature and entertainment is your first half of the quiz. And then food and drink, history, and a number of questions is your second half. So there we go. That's what we've got tonight for you. Quizzy, Rascals, good evening. Gaz, Dan, hi, guys. All right, so get your pens and paper at the ready. As much paper as you need. 6 rounds, 10 questions in each. 2 points for each correct answer, remember. So we'll do 3 rounds, and then I'll give you the answers to those 3 rounds before our clap for carers. As I always do, I'm going to mention it like I do every single week. In the description tab on here, there are links to 2 charities, the Air Ambulance Service, Rugby Autism Network. Please, if you can find it within yourself and spare a few pounds, please do pop on and donate. I know a lot of you do and have done. Thank you so much. But please, if you can keep doing so, I'll be very grateful. All right, then, guys. Can I give a shout out for our daughter, Hallie, who will be 21 on Saturday? Absolutely, I can. Happy 21st, Hallie. All right, guys and girls, here we go. So round 1 tonight, it's general trivia. Pen and paper at the ready. This is question number 1. Which character features as a clergyman in the stories of Robin Hood? Which character features as a clergyman in the stories of Robin Hood? Evening, Simon. All of Stumpy Stato. GT, Mr. Gill. If I've missed anyone, Champagne Girls, to you guys as well. If I've missed anyone, I apologise. I always read back through your comments and realise I've missed loads of you. Number 2, what type of beetle is sacred in ancient Egypt? What type of beetle is sacred in ancient Egypt? Just in case you thought I hadn't got a drink. Little message from Faye, for those that can't see it, saying thank you to everyone who's donated to Rugby Autism Network. Your kindness is very much appreciated. I know Faye, she's lovely. She means that as well. Deep down, she really does. Okay, Shatner's reporting in. Hi, Shatner's. All right, number 3. What C describes a sign placed at the beginning of a musical staff indicating the pitch of the notes? What C describes a sign placed at the beginning of a musical staff indicating the pitch of the notes? We have a shout out for Carrie drinking her 2nd bottle of gin today. Good work, Carrie. They say you drink more in lockdown. Excellent work, Carrie. Well done. How many of my quiz teams are going to come back to the pubs at alcoholics? And your quizmaster. Number 4. What was the name of the first Scottish man to be voted European Footballer of the Year? What was the name of the first Scottish man to be voted European Footballer of the Year? Number 5. How many days did the Falklands War last? Was it 52, 63, or 74? How many days did the Falklands War last? 52, 63, or 74? Number 6. What type of vegetable is known as celery root? What type of vegetable is known as celery root? Seriously, Carrie, second bottle of gin, not even a bottle of wine. We're talking a second bottle of gin. That's impressive stuff. In fact, Dave, let Carrie type the next message. I just want to see how it comes through. Number 7, who is the author of Peter Rabbit? Who is the author of Peter Rabbit? Down to 2 men. Where are the rest of you, Nathan? Where's the rest of you? Maria, I will do 1, 2, or 3 at the end again for you. Hold tight. Adam's asking Carrie if it's a 20 cl bottle. I reckon it's a 70. Number 8, which famous poet wrote an ode to a nightingale? Which famous poet wrote an ode to a nightingale? Number 9, what is the largest planet in our solar system? What is the largest planet in our solar system? And number 10, lateral epicondylitis is a condition commonly known by what name? Lateral epicondylitis is a condition commonly known by what name? And that's epicondylitis, epicondylitis. Amy is joining. Little thing about Amy. So Amy's boyfriend Scott went to work without his phone today, so she texted him to tell him that he's forgotten his phone. We love you, Amy. All right, there you go. That's your first round done and dusted. 1, 2, and 3 for Maria, who lost her internet. Number 1, which character features as a clergyman in the stories of Robin Hood? Number 2, what type of beetle is sacred in ancient Egypt? And number 3, what C describes a sign placed at the beginning of a musical staff indicating the pitch of the notes? All right, so there you go. That's your first round done. General trivia sorted. It's science and nature next, which everyone enjoys very much, I'm sure. So get your pen and piece of paper ready for your second round then. Carrie's just getting another gin. Good work. All right, here we go. This is science and nature round 2. This is question 1. What is the term for a young elephant? What is the term for a young elephant? Number 2, the sun is largely composed of which 2 gases? The sun is largely composed of which 2 gases? Number 3, what 2 things do bees collect? What 2 things do bees collect? Carolina, hi Lee, hi Maria. Hello, Carolina, Andrea Sanchez. I'm guessing you're the lady in Argentina. So Hello there. Number 4. What is unusual about a Manx cat? M-A-N-X. What is unusual about a Manx cat? Number 5. Which type of bomb did Edward Teller develop? Which type of bomb did Edward Teller develop? Number 6. Which precious metal has the symbol PT? Which precious metal has the symbol PT? Number 7. What name is given to a male badger? What name is given to a male badger? Number 8. What bird has the largest wingspan? What bird has the largest wingspan? Bodger. Bodger and badger. I see what you did there, Charlotte. I see that. And I think everybody knows that he loves mashed potatoes. Or is that badger? Does badger or bodger like mashed? Badger. Everybody knows badger likes mashed potatoes. For those of you too young to know what I'm talking about, I'm rambling like a senile old fool. Number 9. What sort of animal is a Wessex saddleback? What sort of animal is a Wessex saddleback? Can you say hi to Joel? Live videos freak him out. This is your young son you're talking about, Linda. But no, hi Joel. Hey Joel. How you doing, mate? You're cruel, Linda Martin. Cruel. Gemma Collins says, Amy. Oh, is that the Wessex saddleback? Nice. And number 10. Which English scientist formulated his 3 laws of motion in 1687? Which English scientist formulated his 3 laws of motion in 1687? One minute Linda's bringing Joel up as a Leicester fan. Next minute she's asking me to scare him down the camera. Not on really, is it? Okay. I made him hide. Excellent. Okay, so there's your second round done and dusted. Right, we've got 1 round left to do before I give you the answer to those 3 rounds, and then we have our clap for carers. It was raining last week. It's not this week. In fact, it's quite sunny and nice, so I reckon a few more people might be outside this week than were out there last week. All right, so finish up that round. Park it to one side. We're going to do some entertainment. I've written so many new quiz rounds this last few weeks, but the problem is I'm now using them all online. When I go back to the pubs, I'm just going to have to do a load more. All right, here we go then, folks. This is our 3rd round. This is entertainment, and this is question number 1. To which DJ was Billie Piper married from 2001 to 2007? To which DJ was Billie Piper married from 2001 to 2007? Number 2. What is the name of the small town in which Clark Kent grew up? What is the name of the small town in which Clark Kent grew up? Number 3, Rachel Riley took over from Carol Vorderman on which TV game show? Rachel Riley took over from Carol Vorderman on which TV game show? Number 4, which Nintendo arcade game first introduced us to the character Mario? Which Nintendo arcade game first introduced us to the character Mario? Number 5, which musician paired with Annie Lennox to form the Eurythmics? Which musician paired with Annie Lennox to form the Eurythmics? Fans very loud on my laptop tonight. Number 6, Dr. Egon Spengler appears in which film series? Dr. Egon Spengler appears in which film series? Number 7, in which musical does Fagin appear? In which musical does Fagin appear? Number 8, which 2012 Jennifer Lawrence film co-stars Lenny Kravitz, Woody Harrelson, and Donald Sutherland? Which 2012 Jennifer Lawrence film co-stars Lenny Kravitz, Woody Harrelson, and Donald Sutherland? Number 9, which Family Guy character is voiced by Mila Kunis? Which Family Guy character is voiced by Mila Kunis? And number 10, who played the 3 men in the movie 3 Men and a Baby? Who played the 3 men in the movie 3 Men and a Baby? It's a good little film, isn't it? What's that taking us up to 10 to 8? I reckon that'll be just the right time by the time I give you the answers. Take us up to just before 8 o'clock, I should think. All right, so finish that off. I'm going to give you the answers in just a sec to then 2 rounds, 1, 2, and 3. After each round, you can either pop your scores in, let me know how you're doing, or you can wait until I give you the answers to all 3 and then put your score out of 60 in there. So here we go then, folks. Let's give you some answers then to round 1 first of all. This was general trivia. Remember, 2 points for every correct answer. This is number 1. Which character features as a clergyman in the stories of Robin Hood? That's Friar Tuck. Number 2, what type of beetle is sacred in ancient Egypt? That's a scarab beetle. Number 3, what C describes a sign placed at the beginning of a musical staff indicating the pitch of the notes? Clef. Number 4, what was the name of the first Scottish man to be voted European Footballer of the Year? Denis Law. Number 5, how many days did the Falklands War last? I gave you 3 options, 52, 63 or 74. 74. Number 6, what type of vegetable is known as celery root? That is celeriac. Celeriac. It's a strange word. I don't think I've ever had it either. Number 7, who is the author of Peter Rabbit? Beatrix Potter. Number 8, which famous poet wrote an ode to a nightingale? That's John Keats. 9, what is the largest planet in our solar system? Jupiter. And number 10, lateral epicondylitis is a condition commonly known by what name? Tennis elbow. All right, so 20 points there. Tally them up, see how you've got on. I think I'm slightly ahead of time tonight, which is no bad thing. Linda, has he made an appearance yet? Is Joel still hiding from me? Okay, so tally up your scores, and then I'm going to give you the answers to round 2. So round 2 tonight was Science and Nature. Oh, 18. Got 20 for Quizzy Rascals. Well done, quizzes. All right, here we go then. Number 1, what is the term for a young elephant? It's a calf. Number 2, the sun is largely composed of which 2 gases? Hydrogen and helium. 14, 14, 8. Hold on, Izzy. There's more to come. Oh, he's back. He's back. That's good. Number 3, what 2 things do bees collect? Nectar and pollen. Number 4, what is unusual about a Manx cat? It has no tail. Number 5, which type of bomb did Edward Teller develop? The hydrogen bomb. Number 6, which precious metal has the symbol PT? Platinum. Number 7, what name is given to a male badger? That's a boar. Number 8, what bird has the largest wingspan? An albatross. 9, what sort of animal is a Wessex saddleback? It's a pig. And number 10, which English scientist formulated his 3 laws of motion in 1687? Isaac Newton. All right, there we go. Some good scores on your first round. We'll see how you're getting on with round 2. Feel free to pop those on. There's some 20s. Shatner's full mark. Shatner's only dropped like 8 points the whole quiz last week. They are a strong team. Strong team. Okay, so another high scoring round as well. 17, 18, 16. I'm saving the hardest rounds for the pubs. All right, so round 3 then was entertainment. Another 18. Good scores, guys. Good scores. Here we go then. Number 1, to which DJ was Billie Piper married from 2001 to 2007? Chris Evans. Number 2, what is the name of the small town in which Clark Kent grew up? Smallville. Number 3, Rachel Riley took over from Carol Vorderman on which TV game show? Countdown. Number 4, which Nintendo arcade game first introduced us to the character Mario? Donkey Kong. Number 5, which musician paired with Annie Lennox to form the Eurythmics? That was Dave Stewart. Number 6, Dr. Egon Spengler appears in which film series? Ghostbusters. Number 7, in which musical does Fagin appear? That's Oliver. Number 8, which 2012 Jennifer Lawrence film co-stars Lenny Kravitz, Woody Harrelson and Donald Sutherland? The Hunger Games. Number 9, which Family Guy character is voiced by Mila Kunis? That's Meg Griffin. And number 10, who played the 3 men in the movie 3 Men and a Baby? Tom Selleck, Ted Danson, and Steve Guttenberg. Steve Guttenberg was in almost every film of the 80s. It's a fact, I think. All right, so again, 20 points. There's 60 points you've played for now. So let's see how you've got on. Pop your scores in. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to be going for our 5-minute break for the Clap for Carers. When we get back, I'll do the final 3 rounds, which are food and drink, history, and a number of questions. 58 at the halfway point for Shatner's. Jesus, Shatner. Right, Claire, drop a little comment. Tell me which one question so far tonight you've got wrong. I'm just curious. 58 for quizzes. You did the same as well. All right, so some excellent scores coming in. So keep them coming in. Let's see how you're getting on. 49 out of 60, 40, 42, 43. These are all good scores, guys. All right, so in a minute, we're going to go out. We're going to do our break for carers, Clap for Carers. When we get back, I'll pour another drink because this will be gone in no time. And then we'll do the final 3 rounds. Please do go out and clap for carers tonight. And again, because I've got a couple of minutes before I need to go out there. Bouncing bomb. Sorry, Claire. Not right. Yeah, when we get back in, we'll do the final 3 rounds. Can you please, if you don't mind, and if you can afford it, please do pop on one of those links and pop some money to one of my 2 charities. I'll be eternally grateful to you all. All right, so we're going to pop out now. 2 minutes to 8. That's close enough. When I get back then, the final 3 rounds. Hopefully you'll all still be here. I'll be back exactly 5 minutes past 8. Cheers, everyone. Take care. And I will, Linda's asking how the cat is. I don't know. I buried her on Monday. All right, folks, I'll see you real soon. I didn't really. Don't call me RSPCA. Bye. All right, so I've just come back to look at your comments. So a few random people have appeared at the halfway point. All right, folks, so plenty of noise this week. Lots of pots and pans, lots of air horns and shouting and clapping, so much better than last week. So good. Hope it was the same around your way as well. I'm a little bit early, so I'm going to give it another minute before I do the next round. I'll tell you what, you've had some really good scores tonight. I've had 358s, got a 54 there. You're doing very well tonight, folks. So it's just too easy tonight. Have I got to up my game a bit? Well, I've just written all of them for to the end of May. I decided I'm going to work a month at a time until old Bojo lets us back into the pubs, which hopefully won't be long. I read something today, it'll be September. Don't know if that's true or not. I'd like it to be before then. Okay, so 5 past, we're back, we're good. All right, just want to make sure a few of you get back. I've got rid of I saw my undercrackers. I don't know who that is, but you know. All right, so we're on to round 5. No, we're not. Round 4. Round 4 tonight is food and drink. So back at the ready. Pens, papers. Here we go. This is food and drink. This is question number 1. What is the principal ingredient of the Indian dish biryani? What is the principal ingredient of the Indian dish biryani? Number 2, Greek feta cheese is made mainly from the milk of which animal? So Greek feta cheese is made mainly from the milk of which animal? It's 70% one animal and 30% of another. I want the 70%. Number 3, according to the TV ad, which beer is said to be good for you? According to the TV ad, which beer is said to be good for you? Number 4, with what is champagne mixed to produce a Buck's Fizz? That's a nice, easy question, isn't it? With what is champagne mixed to produce a Buck's Fizz? Number 5, what type of vegetable is a marrow fat? What type of vegetable is a marrow fat? 1 and 2 again when you got a minute, please, Leroy. No problem. Quizzle, or was it Schnizzle? Or was it all of you? Number 1 and 2 were, what is the principal ingredient of the Indian dish biryani? And Greek feta cheese is made mainly from the milk of which animal? What did I just do? Number 5. Right, number 6. Which fruit is traditionally covered with toffee at a fairground? Which fruit is traditionally covered with toffee at a fairground? How easy is this tonight? Honestly, I'm going to write some trickier ones for June. Number 7, for what drink was chicory a wartime substitute? For what drink was chicory a wartime substitute? Are you Nordic, Celtic? No, just English. Number 8, what is the name of a small barrel of beer of 9 gallons capacity? What is the name of a small barrel of beer of 9 gallons capacity? Quizzle, no schnizzle. 3 and 4, Maria, according to the TV ad, which beer is said to be good for you? And 4, with what is champagne mixed to produce Buck's Fizz? All right, number 9, what is albumen the correct term for? And that's spelt A-L-B-U-M-E-N. What is albumen the correct term for? And number 10, what type of sweets was American President Ronald Reagan known for having on his desk? What type of sweets was American President Ronald Reagan known for having on his desk? Okay, so there you go. There's your food and drink done. We've got 2 rounds left to do, history and then a number of questions. So here we go then, pens and paper. Ready, here we go. This is history then, round 5. And this is question number 1. Which US president was nicknamed Tricky Dicky? Which US president was nicknamed Tricky Dicky? Number 2, General Franco was a dictator of which country? General Franco was a dictator of which country? Number 3, which military general acquired his nickname after his defense at the Battle of Bull Run? Which military general acquired his nickname after his defense at the Battle of Bull Run? Can I repeat number 6, Claire? Sorry, I missed that before. Number 6 on food and drink was which fruit is traditionally covered with toffee at a fairground? Sorry, I've only just seen that. Number 4, who painted the famous picture Water Lilies in 1921? Who painted the famous picture Water Lilies in 1921? Number 5, in which country did the Bay of Pigs invasion occur? In which country did the Bay of Pigs invasion occur? Number 6, who was the first man to orbit around the Earth? Who was the first man to orbit around the Earth? Number 7, what was first climbed on May the 28th, 1953? What was first climbed on May the 28th, 1953? Number 8, what nickname was given to serial killer Peter Sutcliffe? What nickname was given to serial killer Peter Sutcliffe? How's the gin going down, Carrie? Number 9, on what date did a tsunami hit Indonesia in 2004? On what date did a tsunami hit Indonesia in 2004? And number 10, who was arrested in 1964, convicted of sabotage and sentenced to life in a South African prison? Who was arrested in 1964, convicted of sabotage and sentenced to life in a South African prison? Okay, there you go. We have one round left then, so that's the end of your history. Maria's saying it's harder and Adam's saying it's harder tonight. Yet the scores I'm getting in suggest that it's easier. Goes to show everyone has their strengths and their weaknesses, I suppose. All right, we've got one final round. Round 6 then is a number of questions. The reason it's called it's a number of questions is because every answer has a number in it. All right, so in most cases, the answer is just a number, but every answer has a number in there. All right, so here we go then. This is a number of questions, round 6, question 1. Which group had hits with Sherry and Walk Like a Man? Which group had hits with Sherry and Walk Like a Man? Can you repeat number 10? I was getting carrier gin. Number 10. Who was arrested in 1964, convicted of sabotage, and sentenced to life in a South African prison? Good work, Simon. Number 2. In which 1966 film did Raquel Welch play a cave girl? In which 1966 film did Raquel Welch play a cave girl? She also assisted with Andy Dufresne's escape from prison. Number 3. In which TV series did Dexter star Michael C. Hall head a family that ran a funeral parlor? In which TV series did Dexter star Michael C. Hall head a family that ran a funeral parlor? Paul is saying, just to confirm, Paul Lewis is still alive and no divorce yet. Can I just say, Paula, if you manage to get through this entire lockdown without killing Paul Lewis, you will get some sort of honour from the Queen. It'll be Dame Paula Lewis. Number 4. How many pockets are on a snooker table? How many pockets are on a snooker table? Number 5, how many sides does a decagon have? How many sides does a decagon have? Number 6, how many yards are in a mile? How many yards are in a mile? Number 7, how many children does the Queen have? How many children does the Queen have? Number 8, in Roman numerals, what number do the letters XL represent? In Roman numerals, what number do the letters XL represent? Number 9, in monetary terms, how much is a monkey? In monetary terms, how much is a monkey? I'll tell you what our rounds are next week before I go tonight. And number 10, hosted by William G. Stewart and then Sandy Toksvig, which Channel 4 show was first broadcast in 1988? Hosted by William G. Stewart and then Sandy Toksvig, which Channel 4 show was first broadcast in 1988? All right, there you go. That's the end of our final round. So all I've got to do now is give you some answers to those last 3. Then you can tally up your final scores out of 120. They're the ones I'm interested in seeing. Last week's highest score was 112 points. So let's see if anyone can beat that tonight. Number 8, please. Not a problem. Number 8, in Roman numerals, what number do the letters XL represent? All right, so let's give you some answers then to those last couple of rounds. Last 3 rounds. Round 4 tonight was food and drink. Oh, you meant 6. Hang on. How many yards in a mile? Here we go then. Food and drink. This was round 4. This was question 1. What is the principal ingredient of the Indian dish biryani? That's rice. Number 2, Greek feta cheese is made mainly from the milk of which animal? That's ewe. It's 70% sheep, 30% goat. Number 3, according to the TV ad, which beer is said to be good for you? I kind of gave you a bit of a clue by waving that in front of you. It's Guinness. Number 4, with what is champagne mixed to produce Bucks Fizz? Orange juice. 5, what type of vegetable is a marrow fat? That's a pea. 6, which fruit is traditionally covered with toffee at a fairground? Apple. 7, for what drink was chicory a wartime substitute? That's coffee. Number 8, what is the name of a small barrel of beer of 9-gallon capacity? That's a firkin. 9, what is albumin the correct term for? Egg white. And 10, what type of sweets was American President Ronald Reagan known for having on his desk? Jelly beans. Okay, so that's 20 points there, and here's 20 points here. History then was your 5th round. Number 1 then, ready to mark these up? I'll let you actually just tally up your scores quickly on that last round. Let's go ahead, quick. 18 for the family. Well done, Johnny. Good score on that. All right, so here we go then. This is history. And 4 marks? Bloody hell. Good score. Number 1 then, which US president was nicknamed Tricky Dicky? That was Richard Nixon. Number 2, General Franco was a dictator of which country? Spain. Number 3, which military general acquired his nickname after his defense at the Battle of Bull Run? Stonewall Jackson. Love how my sister just told me that my mum got 2 of the food and drink. Well done, Mum. Don't mean for that to sound condescending in any way, but I don't know why she's pointing that out. I'm sure you get more than that on most rounds. Number 4, who painted the famous picture Water Lilies in 1921? Claude Monet. Number 5, in which country did the Bay of Pigs invasion occur? Cuba. Number 6, who was the first man to orbit around the Earth? Yuri Gagarin. Number 7, what was first climbed on May the 28th, 1953? Mount Everest. Number 8, what nickname was given to serial killer Peter Sutcliffe? That was the Yorkshire Ripper. 9, on what date did a tsunami hit Indonesia in 2004? 26th of December. And number 10, who was arrested in 1964, convicted of sabotage and sentenced to life in a South African prison? Nelson Mandela. So Mum normally only gets the ones everyone else knows. So Mum got 2 that people don't know. Okay, I'm with you. I'm there. Right. Amy got confused and put Yuri Geller. That doesn't surprise me. Amy, doesn't surprise me at all. Okay, so scores coming in. Another 20, 12, 20, 14, 18. This is an easier quiz. All right, so well done, guys. Some good scores on there. A 16 as well. So let's give you the answers to our final round then, which was a number of questions. And then I'm interested to see if anyone beats last week's 112. All right, so number of questions. And this was number 1. Which group had hits with Sherry and Walk Like a Man the 4 seasons? Number 2, in which 1966 film did Raquel Welch play a cave girl 1 million years BC? 12. Proud of that. Good. 18, 14, 18. You guys are doing really well. Amy saying, for all following, I'm not a total idiot. I've had a lot of wine. Yes, she's not a total idiot. She's an idiot, but not a total one. I love you so much, Amy. Number 3, in which TV series did Dexter star Michael C. Hall had a family that ran a funeral parlor 6 feet under? Which is what I'll be if I keep taking the piss out of Amy. Number 4, how many pockets are on a snooker table? 6. Number 5, how many sides does a decagon have? 10. Oh, Johnny, we've all seen The Chase, Amy. You went there. You went there. Amy, that wasn't me. Number 6, how many yards are in a mile? 1,760. Number 7, how many children does the Queen have? 4. And just so you know, Johnny, I saw that episode of The Chase as well, but I missed the first 5 minutes, so I didn't see Amy. Number 8 in Roman numerals. What number do the letters XL represent? 40. Number 9 in monetary terms. How much is a monkey? That's £500. And number 10, hosted by William G. Stewart and then Sandy Toksvig. Which Channel 4 show was first broadcast in 1988? 15-1. Amy, text me in a bit and tell me you still love me. All right, so there you go. 60 points there, 60 points at the start, 120 you've just played for. Let's have a look, see how you've done. Posh, pop your scores into the score box, into the comments box. I'm interested to see how you've got on. And while I'm waiting for those to start coming through, just a reminder from me, 80 there. So there you go, 108. 108 is excellent. 97, 84. This one's really separated you a bit today. It's got to be said. So text, please tell me that's you, Amy. It's Amy. Amy says she still loves me. Look, oh, you can't see, but it says I still love you. Okay, so 108, 80, good scores. This is my final opportunity before I go to just say to you, if you wouldn't mind, please do pop your or pop onto the links and make a donation to one of my 2 charities. Virus is a fake, says GRC. GRC, you are a twat. I'm just going to remove you now. Thank you very much. Goodbye, goodbye. Okay. Yes, please do click onto one of the links if you can afford it, only if you can afford it. They'd understand. I understand if you can't, but if you can donate, please do. We're back here again next week. I'll pop around on Sunday and another one on Tuesday, like I do every week. Then we're back here next week. What we got next week? 6 rounds: general trivia, TV trivia, geography, artists of colour, sport, and chocolate advertising slogans. That's what you got next week. So that's the same time, 7:30 stream next week. We've got some scores coming in here. Facing, thank you so much. You're ever so welcome. 160. Oh, Claire, 63. Look, it's a bad week for you, Claire. You'll be fine next week. 115 for Shatners. 115. They only dropped 5 points. It looks like they're beating everyone tonight on this one. Excellent. Lots of thanks coming in. You're ever so welcome, all of you. Love you all to bits. Thank you so much for coming on here. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you keep coming on. I'll keep doing these as long as there's a demand for it until we're back in our pubs, which hopefully will be September, for what I'm reading is correct. But thank you so much for coming on. Please do keep well, stay at home, keep in lockdown, and stay safe, all of you, because when we come back, I want to see all of you back, not just most of you. I want to see everyone back because you all mean a lot to me. So please do stay safe, look after yourselves, and I will see you all same time. Well, you won't see, you'll all see me same time next week. All right, folks, take care. Good night. Thanks very much. All the best. Thank you. Stay safe.